Hey guys!
Hello.
Welcome back to Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders. Last time we did SOTSR and the Great Stair.
Sepultura.
This time we're heading...
I'm sorry, it sounds like the band Sepultura. I will stop talking over you. Go ahead, I am sorry.
This time we're heading on to Ramparts of Perdition. Well, we're going to actually be continuing... No, we actually... Wait, we did... House of the Apostate, and we're doing Ramparts of the Perdition, and now we're going to continue right where we left off. Hopefully, we should be able to finish off this level this time.
The level names in this game are weird.
You're telling me.
Like one of them sounds like a Brazilian metal band, and then the others are like something about apples. I'm sorry, Sepultura, like when you say that, I just think of the band Sepultura, which is a Brazilian thrash metal band that kick ass. Anywho, how are you doing, YouTube? Do you know the way?
Speaking of that, I got a little treat for you guys. Something...
I wonder how many we'll see when that happens. I'm gonna count them.
You guys will see it actually not very long from now.
And okay, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna count how many we see when we do this. Like, even if it's you wind up having to do it solo or whatever, like, I'll watch the video and I will count how many of those little fucks I see. Because I'm curious. I want to know how far the virus has spread.
Well, when I'm after seeing it on Lost Pause, there was quite a few. Do you know the way?
I love it.
Do you know the way?
Are we ever going to run out of Sonic memes? Are people ever is there ever not going to be a new Sonic meme?
Apparently not.
Seems like every year we get at least one new Sonic-related meme. I know we got a few last year just because we got 2 new Sonic games, but hell, 2018 we already got this fucking Ugandan Knuckles thing. Love it.
Oh, is it the exit all the way over there?
Let's see, Toy 71 of the Sonic Galaxy, everyone's OCs. Which, hell, Game Grumps practically had a meme just with McFlurton. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Plump Dankenstein McFlurton the Cat Esquire.
I'm out of here before I get murdered.
I love it. And then there's Sonic Mania, the new Dark Souls, or Sonics, or whatever.
No, we're
Actually,
heading
did people even...
onto Shattered Bridge.
Did people even complain about that game being hard? I feel like they might have, but I'm not sure. I know the
not
Crash
that not that what I can remember.
I know the Crash research got it, and then Cuphead did. Oh, Cuphead was great because of that one video of like a games journalist not doing it.
Oh my god!
Oh, that was
I don't need to try to make you guys deaf or anything. I actually need to do something real quick. I need to adjust my volume controls.
Like, I know it'd kick my ass, but I'd love to play Cuphead. I'm not even gonna lie, that game looks fun. Like, it looks hard, but it looks fun.
There we go.
Yeah, that's different. That's even disregarding the art style, which is amazing.
Yeah, I was doing Transformers Devastation and I forgot to readjust my volume. My bad.
I've noticed... Am I a gaming masochist? I've noticed recently I've been gearing toward games that are hard. Like, I have SMT Nocturne on my PS3 right now and I'm ready to play it probably tomorrow. And that game's apparently hard. Then, of course, Mega Man, which is pretty hard. Contra, which I need to go back to. I need to fucking try to beat that on my notes. I can get the actual ending, because it's one of those games that trolls you with video and easy, where you have to beat it on normal or hard to get the real ending. It's one of those games. Like, nothing's as bad as Ghosts and Goblins, which I can't even make it past the first few screens in. Maybe if I had more time practicing an actual controller instead of a shitty school keyboard, I could do it. Same with Castlevania. Though, to be fair, I actually managed to get past the first boss on my tablet with shitty touch controls, so that might be doable. But, yeah, those games are hard. Fucking Ghosts and Goblins is the worst because the game is ridiculously hard, right? If you beat it once, you have to beat it twice, and it's even harder the second time to get the real ending. So you have to beat the game twice, and the second part is even harder to get the real ending. I'm like, wow. Capcom. Y'all used to be some motherfuckers. I hope Mega Man 11 just crushes everyone. I hope people play that and just fucking get destroyed by it. I really do. I want that game to be fucking ball-bustingly hard. I really do. I want these fucking, oh, this is the Dark Souls of video games.
Well,
I want
if you were to get it, that means you're gonna be having a hard time with it.
Till I learned it. Like, Mega Man 9's fucking hard as hell, but like, once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. The same with most Mega Man games. It's like trial and error and learning patterns. Like, once you learn the boss's pattern, or you learn where everything is in the level, like after you've been through it a few times, eventually you'll get to where you can get through it, no problem. There are some hard bosses, though, that, you know, kind of break that mold. Black Devil X-Spot. But, hell, Yellow Devil, even without the glitch, is doable. It's hard, but it is doable.
Stop chasing me, you stupid skull!
Using the glitch definitely makes life easier.
Sorry for that. Speaking of glitches, sorry for that voice glitch.
That was a bad one. That was a bad one, too.
I didn't mean to do that.
I mean, I've beaten every single classic game, so, you know. Except Mega Man and Bass. God damn, I need to get around to that. Because that is technically a classic game.
You guys might be wondering, what was with the whole, you know the way, earlier on in this? Well,
except me.
I got VR chat. I currently don't have a VR headset, but apparently you don't need one. And I got the requirements.
My question is,
I got the requirements.
What is it going to be
for it? Knowing what I like, it's going to be very, very hard.
You could be any anime waifu you want. You could be any video game character you want. You can do whatever.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's gonna be very, very hard.
Yeah, I don't even know who I'd pick. I don't know.
If Mr. Grimm from Twisted Metal was in it, I don't think I'll be able to blink before you have him picked.
Here's the thing, I would only do that if the model was in one motorcycle. And you can't tell me they're in vehicles because you've seen the
yep, I've seen the cars. I've seen the cars. I've seen the cop cars.
The cop car with Weeaboo.
I see that. I see that. What the hell?
I was dying.
Oh, that was the best.
Speaking of which, Mr. Grimm is basically an SMT Nocturne. There's a demon called Hellbiker. It's pretty much just Mr. Grimm.
Nice.
Definitely gonna try to get in. And I think you can level up and evolve. I don't know in SMT1 they're all at set levels. You're just using the stronger ones.
There's an ironlich I just heard behind me, isn't there?
I can listen eventually. And people, I'm new. Okay, I'm new to the Shin Megami Tensei, so please give me a break and don't hate me in the comments because I don't know this shit. I've never played Persona. I'm probably going to finish SMT1 tonight, and I just got knocked out, so give me a break.
Give me a break. Cool. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar.
The series is cool. I like it a lot. It's totally my aesthetic. Give me a chance to learn it. Because I'm going to play as many games as I can. I'm in. I wish I could get Persona 5. That game was fucking sick. Like, of all the Personas, other than like maybe 3, that one really... Or like even 2. Eternal Punishment specifically, because there's just a fuck ton of Lovecraft shit in that game, and I'm just like, okay. But other than that, like 3 looks good, 5 looks good. 4 is the most popular one, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this is a little disconcerting. I hear an ironlich, but I don't see it.
Not that 4 looks bad to me, it just doesn't look like my type as much as like 3 and 5 do, because 3 and 5 are a bit darker. I don't know. And honestly, 5, like, even if I knew nothing about it, I just heard Last Surprise, that'd probably be enough, because that song fucking kicks ass. Like, that could be a theme for itself. That song is so good. A lot of SMT and Persona music's good, honestly. Like, I've been listening to a lot. Like, shit from, like, 4, Nocturne, and a bunch of other games. There's some good shit in there. That's another thing to get me in your game series. Have good music. That's another thing Mega Man had that got me.
Yep.
Is because I love the music in Mega Man games. So yeah, that's another thing that gets me in, is if your game has pretty drill music, I'll fucking probably give it a look.
And sure, one of my favorite Mega Man themes, and it's still to this day, has be Sparkman from Mega Man 3.
Sparkman's good. I like Gemini Man from that game a lot, and Snake Man's so good. Snake Man's theme is so good, they use it in the beginning of Mega Man 4.
Huh.
Mega Man 4 is actually not bad. I don't think there's a single like classic numbered game I hate. There's some like better than others, like 8 and 7. Like 8's kind of weak to me. Like it was good, but not like amazing. 5 was like had some good ideas, but felt kind of weak. 6 I liked more than I anticipated. I didn't think I'd like 6 as much as I did. 6 was really good. 9 fucking sucks. 9 and 10 are really good. But oh yeah, fucking Crazy Squid sitting here rambling about Mega Man again. Shocker. If you're one of our long-time subscribers who have returned, you know this is very common for me. I can't help it. Those games are fucking fun. I can't help it. Don't blame me. Blame Capcom. We finally listened because Mega Man 11 is a thing. Now hurry up and tell me more about it, because goddamn, I need more. I need robot masters. I need powers. I need all the bonus shit there's gonna be. I need to know more. I need to know more. Can I play as Proto Man and Bass? I need to know more. Which I imagine they will, because you could play as Proto Man in 10 by default, and they had Bass in his DLC, and Proto Man was DLC in 9. But if you play as Bass, he's DLC in 10. And the cool thing about it is he plays just like how he plays in Mega Man and bass, which I thought was interesting. And yes, I know I'm calling him bass and bass. It's bass. It's supposed to be bass because Rock Man, roll. Proto Man's Japanese name is blues. Bass, treble, beat. Like, yeah. It's definitely supposed to be bass, but you know, it's whatever.
I actually do like that little burb.
Yeah, beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like her? Question mark? I've heard some manuals refer to it as a her. I do not know. One, it's an animal, and two, it's a robot, so gender... Yeah, that's kind of a... extra confusing there. I'm not sure.
It was kind of a hit or miss.
And dude, like, watch me look it up and watch it be like another classic Japanese thing of it being one gender over there and the other gender over here. Because they fucking do that shit all the time. Oh my god, Japan. Like, there's Birdo, there's Poison from Final Fight, there's fucking Vivian from Paper Mario, there's... Because hell, in the Japanese version, that character is technically a transvestite. Because it's a male that's a female. Over here, they just made it a girl, and honestly, I think the way they wrote her over here is better, but whatever. Paper Mario gets weird. I don't care what country you're in, that game gets weird, and that's why I love it.
So in other words, in Japan, Vivian's a trap.
Actually, yeah. You're 100% correct. I don't care, she's still the best fucking party member in that game. Like, she's so fucking good in that game, like, she has the best fucking... It's like Geno from Mario RPG, how everyone said he was the best character in the game. Vivian is the Geno of Paper Mario 2. Like, she is just the best character. She has the best attacks and everything. Like, she's the most useful. All the characters in that game are good, but she's just the most useful one, the one I always like the most.
Okay, I couldn't jump there for some reason.
So oh, door's finally open. Bombery, the pirate bomb-off, he was really cool.
I can't get over there. Would you stop friggin' blocking me? It's like friggin' invisible water or something.
But, yeah, they do that in Japan a lot. Birdo, I don't know what the deal with Birdo is. I don't think anyone does. Poison was interesting because, okay, in Japan that character was a girl, right? It was in Final Fight, which is Capcom Streets of Rage.
There we go.
That's what it is. It's a beat 'em up like Streets of Rage made by Capcom, right? And over there, there's a girl.
Oh my holy hell!
Over here, this is back before the ESRB when people were kind of picky about what they wanted in the game.
5 of these things! You're kidding me!
And there was some issues with violence against women. So, actually, no, I think in Japan that is an issue. Never mind. Yeah, it was originally supposed to be a girl, but then they got mad because of violence against women. So they changed it and said, oh, it's in the official, like, documents for the game. They said, oh, it's just a transvestite, so it's okay. And the fucked up thing about that fix is it didn't even work because they still cut the character out completely out of Final Fight 1 over here.
Wow.
So it didn't even really work. They still cut the character completely and replaced it. And since then, since they brought the character back, it just kind of stuck. So yeah.
You thought you would return to your own world after Desperal died, but his final act banished you to his own plane. Here you entered the shattered remnants of lands conquered by Desperal. You defeated the last guardians of these lands, but now you stand before the gates to Desperal's stronghold. Until this moment, you had no doubts about your ability to face anything you might encounter. But beyond this portal lies the very heart of the evil which invaded your world. Desperal might be dead, but the pit where he was spawned remains. Now you must enter that pit in the hopes of finding a way out. And somewhere in the darkest corner of Desperal's dim scene, his personal bodyguards await your arrival. Alright, so guys, this is the 4th chapter done. Now, there's only one chapter left. And that's what we're going to be starting off with next time. Next time we're going to be starting off with the final chapter of this game. And then once we're done, well, that's something for you guys to figure out. So guys, necromance the like button if you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Later guys. The finale is coming, but it's still a little while yet. Why? Because there's still a lot more killing we have left to do.